Hey everyone, it's David from Reclaimed Luxury and Time Lords out here in Santa Monica. I just bought a few watches, 4 or 5 watches from an old customer of mine, and I'm unboxing them with you guys and showing you what it's like to purchase some watches and go over them. So this one is an IWC. It's from the early 2000s. It's a split chronograph. The first thing I notice is the box. It has a nice metal secure buckle here, but when you open it up, a lot of watch brands in like the early 2000s went with like this basically pleather material on the box, and as it's aged, a lot of them just are flaking and falling apart. Luckily most of them moved away from that, but it's just something you kind of deal with. So let's look at the watch here. This is a really cool watch. It's an IWC and it's a split chronograph. So what does that mean? That means that you can start the chronograph and you will see this large second hand moving, and this is basically to time stuff. Now you can actually split off and start a second time and stop one time and keep the other one going. So that's what makes a split chronograph special. IWC actually came out with the first ever split chronograph. Some other watches do it now too, but they were the originators. So we want to reset it. That sets it back to here. Now they're together again, and we can reset it back to 60. That's how the split chronograph works. We also have a day and a date, which is nice, and some other subdials here correlating to the chronograph, as well as our standard second hand that's always going to be linked up with the main time. This watch is not steel, it's actually titanium. So it's really light, much lighter on the wrists, and what most people would say is much more comfortable. I tend to agree. The cool thing about titanium is that they use an anodized titanium at IWC, so you get like a really cool finish that's like a little less flashy, and some people say dull, but I think when you get this out in like natural sunlight, it just has like a distinct color, and that you don't really see on standard steel watches that most people wear, like Rolex and stuff. We have a deploying clasp here that's really easy to use, a nice engraved back. It's a little bit thicker than the watches I normally wear because I have a pretty small wrist. If you have a large wrist, this probably works better on you, but it is comfortable. Let's see how large this case is. It looks a little over 42 millimeters, but I'm gonna measure and see what we get here. Yeah, it looks like we're about 42 and a half. They probably call it 43, which is about what you expect. Let's see what else we have in the box here. They gave us a nice polishing cloth, which is cool. That's nice to think of the customer for that. Under here, we have some manuals, and they give you actually 2 of these push button tools. So they have a unique bracelet system here that if you can see on the back there's these small circles in between each link, and that's actually what you're gonna use to adjust the bracelet. So you would use this tool here, and you can actually adjust each individual link and remove links anywhere along this bracelet to make what's comfortable for you. Most watches only allow you to adjust the very bottommost links near the clasp. So it's a nice touch here that you can adjust them as you see fit to fit your wrist, especially if you have a smaller wrist. So that's the split chrono. I think it's a really cool watch, especially if you're looking for something different with, a high functionality that's lightweight and comfortable. These are watches that we're buying every day. I'm happy to show you guys the cool stuff that we get. I know everyone wants to see the new watches. So thanks for watching the video, and tell us what you think, if you think the watch is cool or if it's not for you even. All right, have a good day, guys.